Hey guys, I am Ashley Carroll, the podcast host of It Takes a Village podcast, and I am here today to talk about how you can find your mom tribe. I'm rocking the ponytail today because unless I'm going out on a date with my husband, this is pretty much how it's gonna stay. So we all need moms, or we all want moms or friends that will accept us for who we are, that we can complain to, that we can actually speak to and make complete sentences to. We need an adult to talk to sometimes. We want somebody to have fun with, and we want somebody that knows and can relate to what we're going through or give us advice on what we're going through. So I'm going to share with you some tips on how to find your mom tribe. Let's go. The first step to finding your mom tribe is to date like it's your job. Like, if you want to have an excuse to drink a mimosa on Saturday, every Saturday, then you make that date. You make that appointment. You make that coffee appointment. Date like it's your job. Because finding a mom friend isn't as easy as swiping right on Tinder. And most of us, maybe some of you have a mom friend from college, or you were lucky enough to just have this really good tribe of friends that you've grown up with for life. And that is awesome. But for some of us, once we took that journey into motherhood, we kind of lost that tribe. So we have to re-find our friends and our crew. So remember when you were like in high school or in college and there was this guy, man, and you couldn't stop thinking about him, but every time you saw him, you just knew that even without knowing his name yet, before even being introduced to him, that he was probably the one. He was somebody that you wanted to get to know because of the way he dressed, because of the way he looked, because of the way maybe you overheard him talking with his friends. I'm sure you creeped his Facebook profile, and there you also found out that he likes the same band as you. Whatever. The mom dating game is exactly the same, because you'll go to the park, you'll go to the library, you'll go to a play date, and you'll see the moms who are dressing like you dress, or maybe their style looks fun, or maybe they're just outgoing and they're the complete opposite of you. Maybe they like to read, maybe you can tell that they like the same music as you, or maybe they've been to other events that you've been at also, and you guys keep popping up in the same places. Just like if you were trying to date a guy or ask a guy out for his number or get him to talk to you, the same thing applies here. If you do feel awkward about it, that's okay. She probably does too. Just like this video is talking about the importance of finding your mom tribe, I know that you've seen 1,000 blog posts on it, 1,000 Facebook posts on it, because we all want it. But we're also very, very awkward about it. We don't want to embarrass ourselves. We don't want to be judged. We don't want to be rejected. We're all feeling this way, and I guarantee you, if you feel awkward or weird about introducing yourself or starting up a conversation with another mom, I'm sure she feels the same way about starting a conversation with you. But if nobody makes the initial move, then you're both going to walk away wishing you had and not knowing what could be. So make that initial move, talk to each other, because I guarantee one of you is going to feel really glad that you reached out. Now, don't cross the line into being weird and creepy, because then you will not make any mom friends. But remember that you're gonna have to put yourself out there if you're gonna wanna make friends, because that's just how it is. If we're in our house, we're not gonna meet anybody. We're just gonna stay talking to the plunger and the applesauce pouches. So you're gonna have to put yourself out there to find your friends, and also you're also gonna have to let yourself be okay with the fact that it's gonna take a while, and to take the pressure off of this whole idea that you're gonna not survive motherhood without your tribe, because I promise you're gonna be okay, you're gonna find your friends, and that leads us up to step number 2. So tip number 2 is to think of your circle of friends like a dartboard. Not everybody is gonna be super close to you. You're gonna have this small inner circle of people in your life that you're gonna feel like you could tell everything to. Or maybe you're gonna just share with them the most intimate details of your life, and you're gonna tell it to different people if they can relate and give you the advice you need. When you step out of that circle, there's a little bit bigger circle, and those people might be the people that you kind of just share a little bit here and a little bit there. And then outside, maybe there's another group of friends or people that you could think of that you would go to for business advice, because they can relate to that, but maybe they won't relate to your marital problems. Maybe it's fitness advice that you need from them, but maybe you don't want to share with them, something you're going through with your child, maybe teething or, whatever that they can't relate to, but yet you could reach out to them for this one thing that you know that they're good at. So think of your friendships as these circles and keep yourself in that mindset of, I'm not gonna have to go to everybody for everything, and that's okay. I think that movies and social media has kind of conscrewed our mind to thinking that we have to have this person who we tell everything to, this one person that we tell everything to, and they're the person that we have sleepovers. We have adult women sleepovers. Like, does that happen in real life? I know it happens in the movies, but I've never done that. And also, there's gonna be a bunch of people in your life who maybe you don't even realize that you go to for things that are your tribe. Think of your circle as a dartboard, and I promise that will help you take some of the pressure off of having that one perfect friend or that group of five that you think that you can share everything with, because I promise you it doesn't always work like that for everyone, and it doesn't have to be the way that it is for you. It can work in whatever way works best for you. One size does not fit all, and everybody's tribe is gonna look different. Tip number 3, friendships can be virtual. I don't know where we got lost in this idea in a social media world that our friendships only have to be in real person or real life, or that they're not validated. Our friendships aren't validated if they're not in-person friendships or in-person relationships. I don't know about you, but as a mom, I don't always have the time to meet up for coffee. I don't always have the time to go walking through the mall or go shopping together. Life doesn't go like that. So I want to share a story with you. I recently was in a Facebook group that is specifically for me, for moms in business. And in that group, I asked, and I just put myself out there, hey, I want to create a group where we could just talk to each other about business and, of course, life, because we're all moms. Who would love to join? And you would be astounded at the amount of women who were like, yes, me, add me to the group, or let's connect. So I found this app, Voxer. It's like a walkie-talkie on your phone. You hit a button, you say, hey guys, what's up? I just wanted to see how your Monday's going. I'm doing this, and this. What about you today? And walk away. Meanwhile, everybody else can hit the button and reply whenever they're ready. And then you can get back to them whenever you're ready. And the way that it's different from texting is that I can listen to the other women's messages by just pressing play and walking around, and I can clean my house, I can do work, I can do whatever, and I don't have to physically use my fingers to text back and forth to each other. I'm going to tell you that me and this group of women have been on Voxer in a group together for maybe 3 months. And we have become extremely close. We've shared the most intimate details of our life. It started with business, and then it just grew and snowballed after we learned to know, trust, and accept each other. And I've only met 2 of them one time in real life. The rest of them I've never met. We only know each other through Voxer and also through our Facebook profiles, but that's it. So your friendships don't have to be just physical and in real life. They can be virtual also. You can also utilize different apps and different Facebook groups to find friends. You don't just have to use Voxer. I suggest it because it's a really handy tool for moms, but there's also things like the Peanut app, which is similar to Tinder, but dating for moms essentially, where you can go and find other like-minded moms and meet up in your local area. Also, if you didn't know, you can go to Facebook, click your search bar, and write moms of and insert the town that you live in or the major town closest to you. Usually the bigger towns have the most groups than smaller towns, but I'm sure if, like you're searching for a mom group, another mom in your town has probably already created a group in hopes to finding her mom tribe. So go to Facebook, search moms of. For me, I can search moms of DFW, moms of Mansfield, moms of Arlington. This is the cities that are surrounding my area, and I was astounded to find all the groups that are offered in my area that I'm not even a part of. These are women that are around me daily in my area that are also moms. There's also moms, I saw on there, moms for kids with type 1 diabetes in my area, moms with children with special needs in my area. Like, these are the groups that you guys want to be in, you guys, because these moms, especially these very targeted, very narrow groups with moms who are parenting children going through certain things, or maybe it's them that are going through things. those are the groups that you want to get into, because if you're going through something like that, then they are the ones that are most going to relate to what you're going through as well. So, tip number 4, it's great and all to have virtual friendships, but there is nothing like having a friend in real life. And so the majority of my friendships are virtual, but at the same time, I know that it's important for me to have a physical relationship where I can sit across from another woman and talk to her and have conversation with her, and her hug me, and her, if she wants to cry and I can hug her. Or if I need to show her something, then I can show her something in person without having to take a picture of it and send her an email and send her a Snapchat, or, have her DM me. In-person relationships are also important as well. Make a standing park play date. Maybe you can have a park meetup every third Wednesday of the month. For myself, my kids' school has a Facebook group, and on there I will post, hey, headed to the park if anybody wants to join. There's a park literally right around the corner from our school, and there, whoever shows up, and I can have a conversation with them, and I know that they are looking for another connection, or they just want to let our kids play, and already we have a common we have a common interest, right? Our kids go to the same school. We want to connect with other adults. We want our kids to play. And there we can start the conversation of, hey, something that's going on in the school, or hey, I really like your shoes. Hey, you have to just put yourself out there, embrace the awkwardness to have conversation to see if you're a good fit. Just like with dating a guy, you're going to meet duds. You're going to meet guys that you thought you were interested in that are really, really crappy boyfriends. Let's be honest. They would make a really crappy boyfriend, but they might make a really good friend. The same thing goes with your mom friends that you're going to come across. You're going to meet some that you thought were going to be awesome, and now you're like, don't come near me. If you don't date around, if you don't meet other people and introduce yourself and take the chance to get to know everybody, you're not going to find the person that you're looking for. Another thing that I want to bring to your attention is that your village, your people may already be around you. I think we're so caught up in finding this perfect idea of a tribe. We have it in our minds that it's going to be like the sorority sisterhood of this group that all of a sudden we're surrounded with once we become mothers. And we all know that for some of us, that's not true. Some of us, once we had a child, we were like, where did everybody go? So I want you to take a step back, look at the people around you, and see if there already are people that you're reaching out to regularly. Is there a cousin of yours that you talk to about motherhood? Is there an older woman who's your next door neighbor that you go to all the time, or you complain to, or you can vent to, and she can give you wisdom? Is there a friend from college that you DM occasionally, or you guys talk about your kids growing up? I guarantee you have a village around you already, and if you don't, I really encourage you to build one. By that I mean building the relationships that you have with those people around you. It takes effort. Just like a dating relationship takes effort, we have to take effort to put in time into the relationships with other mothers, because we all know that we're short on time. We just can't seem to get enough of it. And so you're going to have to make an effort to pursue her, just as she's going to have to make an effort to pursue you. And if it really fits, I think that you're going to find that you're going to enjoy pursuing each other. And it sounds weird to talk about mom friendships like this, like dating, but it's the closest thing that I could help to use to help you see that it is a process, and you're not the only one. And it's going to be okay. It's going to be hard. It's going to be awkward, and you just have to embrace it. You have to just throw yourself out there and be okay with rejection sometimes, but also know that with a bunch of no's is going to come a really great yes that is probably going to be very worth it, and you're going to be so grateful that you guys became friends. And I just hope that for all the moms out there that are watching this, that you really truly understand that a mom friendship, a mom tribe doesn't have to be something very fancy or bad moms movie worthy. You're not going to go out and trash the PTA party together. It doesn't have to look like that, because that's not reality. The reality is that our friendships are going to look and be in all sorts of different forms and types, and that's okay. If you feel like you're getting filled by others around you, you're being supported, you're being encouraged, then I think you're in a good place. So I encourage you to join a Facebook group today. That is my challenge for you, is to find a Facebook group out there, search Moms of, and then insert your town name and see what comes up. And I challenge you to join at least one group today and see if you can connect with other moms or reach out to another mom and see where it goes. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I think it was really helpful for me and encouraging, because I know that I've struggled with finding a mom tribe as well, feeling like I don't have girls that I'm texting back and forth with constantly. But I know since I've reached out and put myself out there that I do have friends now that I can talk to about business and mom life. So I hope that you feel encouraged, and I hope that you decide to listen to the It Takes a Village podcast. I would love to have you over there, and you're more than welcome to become part of our tribe. But I hope that this finds you well, and I hope that you have an awesome day.